Welcome to Jed the Elf Experience. Today we are over at Knott's Merry Farm for their annual Christmas holiday event. It's very Christmas themed. We were only a few days before Christmas, like I mentioned, and it's the first chance we've had to make it. We tried to come to a pass holder event a few weeks ago, but when we exited the 91 and took us almost an hour to get to the park, which is like a mile, we realized that was probably not the night to try and come here. Ride times are super long today, so I don't know that we're actually going to get on any of them, except for maybe one or two for that guy right there. But we're going to go check out all the shows and different events they have, try some Christmas treats, and see what else they have, so join us on this experience. And as usual, right inside the park, they've got a different setup for each kind of season. So they've got the holiday setup here with the official photographers taking taking people's pictures, and then sleigh, nutcrackers, gifts and candy canes, holly, and a tree on the windmill. All right, so we're just making our way into the entrance to Ghost Town while I'm waiting for some traffic to pass. And they've still got the creepy haunted rocking chair going up there, and then just more holiday decorations. They've got this area right here all set up, looks very much like a Christmas holiday bazaar, and you could already see and just get the idea of how many people are here. Ride time, some rides are exceeding 3 hours right now on times. I've never seen them that bad. They have the stables open, decorated on the doors, of course. And we'll go in and see what kind of animals we have. They're probably the normal ones. We've got horses in here. Oh, he's just staring at me. He's a big horse. Then, kind of old-fashioned traditional carriages. Another horse over here, not quite as big. And then, is this a donkey or a mule over here? Declan's got to get picked up because he's too short. Oh, and then a high-end wagon over here with a cover and padded seats. So over where during Scary Time, or Scary Farm, they have, last several years, it has been Origins as Santa's Christmas Cabin. So we're gonna wander in there and see what's going on. Now here they've got some reindeer.
Alright, nice camera by the way.
Thank you. Let it focus inside. Wow, this is very decorated. This is nuts to think that just 2 months ago this was a freaky haunted maze. Oh, it smells very good in here. Oh, it's the waffles that I can smell right here. Then on this side, oh, there's Santa. Let me wander over there a little bit and sneak a peek. And because we are indoors right now and California has a new indoor mandate statewide, Santa and everybody's gonna have a mask on. Here's another shop from the other side. There's also cookies. All right, so we've decided to go with Santa's Belgian waffle, which is pumpkin ice cream and maple syrup. And then they have Mrs. Claus's waffle as well as Walter's waffle. All right, so here is the waffle. It's actually 2 waffles right here, and then a big scoop of ice cream. Declan got a chocolate bundt cake he's excited about. I'll give it a try and see how it is. Okay, so I'll start with the ice cream. It's really good. I'm not a huge pumpkin flavor person, but it's all right. I'm able to eat it. Not overly powerful, and it's a nice creamy ice cream. And then the waffle, though, is really good. It's got a really nice crunch on the outside. It's super soft on the inside and just packed with flavor. It's got a really good batter that they use. And then the syrup is good. I can't tell if it's real or not because there's so many flavors going on. But either way, it just complements it really good, and it's a really, really good flavor. One of the things I really like about Knott's is how they're kind of subtle sometimes with the decorations, where they just kind of sneak them in So it's almost like they're more natural. So right here they've got, you know, obviously a Christmas tree, a kind of a spruce tree or some sort of evergreen, and then these aren't obviously so subtle. A couple of tin deer or reindeer. All right, so the first event up for the day are the Calico Carolers. They're right in front of the blacksmith shop. So the outside of Berry Tales is also very decorated, and purple decorations to kind of match the theme of the ride. The wreaths and bows are all kind of the purple lavender color. So the main stage has a really awesome kind of setup right now. It's huge. It looks like they've even extended it, because I don't think it's normally this big. They've got it all set up like a winter wonderland. You've got a snowman there, a bench. They've got this looking like almost like a frozen lake or something. This cool little bridge right here. Not sure what kind of show they're gonna have here. If it's gonna be like a band performance or if it's gonna be like a stage song and dance show. But no matter what it is, I definitely wanna catch some of this. All right, so I might have found a little bit more of what it is. So they've got the sign over on the side. So for reference, here's the stage. We're on far stage left, or the right side if you're looking at it. So it says, "Home for the Holidays, a joyous musical review filled with singing, dancing, and merriment of Christmas days of yore." It's 1915, and the Harper family wants to welcome you to a special Christmas celebration. All right, that looks super awesome. So right in the middle, they've got a really awesome Christmas tree. It's almost as tall as the one at Disneyland. Although, all in all, I would say I'd have to classify that Knott's actually does a better job with decorations than Disney does. I know that's probably gonna be controversial, but go ahead and let us know down below which one you think decorates better, or if it's another park other than Knott's or Disney. All right, next up on our medley of events today, the Birdcage Theater, and it's various times A Christmas Carol and Marley's Wings. So according to the schedule right now, we're coming up on 4:15, so it's going to be A Christmas Carol. So admittedly, this is actually my first time ever in the Birdcage. This is very, very cool. Very like kind of traditional-esque, like Victorian era stage, where as opposed to a giant stage with everything in front of it, it's a smaller stage where you've got seating that wraps all the way around all three sides of the stage. I've certainly been on many stages like this myself.
Merry Christmas, tidings. Merry Christmas, oh tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh tidings of comfort and joy. Molly was dead.
Molly was dead. Molly was dead.
God rest ye merry gentlemen.
Molly was dead.
This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story we are about to tell.
Therefore you shall permit us to repeat
Emphatically
that Jacob Marley
Was dead as a doornail.
Mr. Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
Price of coal is robbery enough. I cannot afford the luxury of its waste.
But the fire's nearly out, sir.
It is sufficient.
But, sir, if the fire goes
Mr.
out...
Cratchit, place another particle of coal onto that fire, and its value should be deducted from your salary. choice is yours.
And Mr. Scrooge has given me the whole day off with pay.
Mr. Scrooge, I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind.
But please, my dear, remember it's Christmas.
Christmas or not, he's a stingy, unfeeling old man.
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
The child will die.
No, Spirit, tell me he will be spared.
If he be like to die, then he had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Did I say that?
You must now behold the shadows of time to come.
Mr. Cratchit,
Yes, sir.
what do you mean by coming in here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time, sir, but...
Yes, I should say you all. Step this way, if you please.
Well, it's only once a year, sir. It shall not be...
It's quite enough, Mr. Cratchit. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer.
But, sir,
And therefore,
Sir...
I am about to raise your salary.
No, please don't raise my...
Yes, Bob, yes. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive the King. Let every heart prepare him room.
And heaven and nature
And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
All right, Christmas Carol is all done. The temperature has plummeted, plus it was really cold in there, so I've donned the jacket now. Fantastic show, absolutely riveting. For one, they had to take an hour's, long performance and pare it down to 30 minutes. And the talent was phenomenal. The reenactment was great. Basically, it's a style performance where the props and the backdrops are minimal, and they basically interact with like scenes and people off stage that you can't see, and they use the entire space. It was so well done. Really, really makes me miss live theater, which I'm a huge fan of. We were gonna try and catch the final performance of the Snoopy Ice Show, Merry Christmas Snoopy, at the Charles Schultz Theater, but we showed up 45 minutes before the last performance, and they'd already shut down the line, so it's that popular, and the line was out the door. So now we're gonna start catching some snow and glow, and maybe a tree lighting in here, and then start catching some of the performances on the Calico Mine stage.
Let the spirit of Christmas always and forever shine brightly within our hearts.
When we think of Christmas past, we usually find that the simplest things give off the greatest glow of happiness, such as waking on a winter morn. It makes our hearts beat faster and catches us by surprise. It awakens memories of things more wonderful than anything we ever knew or dreamed.
So since scary ghost stories are very much a tradition, long-standing at Christmas, we're visiting the graveyard, and it seems they have a new resident. It's a little hard to read, so if you can't tell, it's Ebenezer Scrooge.
What's that? Who's there? Scrooge! What do you want? Who are you?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
You are fettered in chains, Jacob. Why is that?
I bear the chains I forged in life. I made them, link by link, yard by yard, of my own free will.
But you were a good man of business, Jacob.
Business. Mankind was my business. Charity and mercy were my business. Oh, hear me, Ebenezer, hear me. You have a chance and a hope to escape the fate I now tread.
Just what is it you intend to do?
Tonight, you will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Did you say haunted, Jacob? I think I'd rather not.
Look to it. Look to it, or you cannot hope to escape my piteous fate. Remember me, Ebenezer, and remember what has passed between us.
So we're finally back at the stage. It's a little after 7, and tonight it's going to be the Sleigh Bells. So we'll just wait a couple more minutes for them to come out and enjoy the show.
Christmas is here, and we wish you a happy new year, and we sing you a happy new year. Here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling. It's gonna be a good year, it's gonna be a good year, it's gonna be a good year, it's gonna be a good year. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. It's grand, just hold in your hand. We're gliding all along with the song. Wintry wonderland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy. We're snuggled up together like 2 birds of a feather. Oh, let's take the road before us and join a chorus.
So they turned out, my kind of gut feeling was right. They were a cappella. They were very, very good. I love their kind of takes on some of the songs. Had some swing thrown in there, a little bit of bebop. Just really, really good music. Nice to sit down and just, enjoy some live music. All right, and for the first time of the entire day, we're finally making our way over into Camp Snoopy. And they have just tons and tons of like kind of traditional Christmas lights up, reds and greens and blues and purples all around the trees. Oh, it looks so bright on the screen, when in reality it's actually really dark outside with just the holiday lights. And always one of my favorite spots all throughout the year when they have different decor up is over here in Camp Snoopy. And for now, they have all these giant candy canes up here. Here's one up close. It just reminds me of a like straight out of the game Candyland. This is awesome. I could just stay here all day. So we're right outside Little Spurs, and it's a mining Santa. That is pretty funny. Definitely unmistakably Santa, but not in his traditional garb, if you will. And it looks like they've got a little bit of holiday stuff in there. Oh, they've got Christmas surprise bags for $10. That's kind of cool. That wraps up our time at Knott's Merry Farm today. It was super enjoyable, dare I say, merry. One of the things we didn't really get around to doing a whole lot of was all of the, or a lot of the holiday-themed special treats and foods. A lot of them are more like, you know, entree-style foods, and then of course a lot of it is meat, so we can't have that. And then there's a lot of treats too, like we had that waffle right when we got here. But there are lots of other things. A lot of them are funnel cakes, but other than that, we got to catch some of the shows. My recommendation and advice, if you're gonna come and try and get all of them, is that you gotta really plan them out, because we thought we would have time to go from one 45 minutes later to another one, and when we showed up, they had already closed the gate and didn't let anybody else in. So maybe don't try to rush, kind of get here earlier in the day and space them out so you ensure you get to see everything you want to see. If you want to come for the rides as well, just plan for that extra long time. We did end up going on just one ride. The app said 15 minutes, but it was probably closer to 30 minutes. But all in all, we had a really good time just walking around and taking in all the decorations and the sights and lights. But we hope you liked this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. If you ring the bell below, you get notifications of all of our future videos. As always, please be kind and be real, and join us on our next experience.